Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have the battle music from Arclight. I didn't actually find an upload of this. I had to ask my Discord, and luckily Ram had already had one and knew where to find one, so they gave me the link, and I guess I can listen to this now as a result. A lot of people did want me to get to this, but I just had no way of finding it. It was not uploaded anywhere I could find, and I didn't know what the name of the theme was, so that all helped, and thank you very much, Ram, for giving me this link. So here we are listening to it, and without further ado, let's go! Alright. I know the vibe we're going for because of the BGM, but... I never know fully what to expect when it comes to any of these. Oh, it's just this. Ooh. 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 Got an upbeat too? Hell yeah. Let's go. I didn't know if we were gonna get like the same genre, or if it was gonna be like just kind of ballparking it. That's interesting, having that like rising synth in there. Okay, we've got like an alarm. Ooh, ooh. So I was hearing that like the synth kind of just like washing around in the background there. We just kind of vibing with it, like. It's just one of those songs that you just want to put on in the background while you're doing other stuff. Maybe a little bit too energetic for some people's like study sessions, but this is the type of stuff I would listen to on like late night animation benders. It keeps the energy going while not being too aggressive. Synthwave in general does that for me. Kind of a nice way to end that too, actually. I didn't know how they were going to end it, or if it was just going to suddenly stop, but that almost felt like a jukebox running out of time in a way. That was kind of neat. So honestly, I don't really know what I can say about this one. I don't know if there's too much I can add, because it is just synthwave, and that feels terrible to say that, but sometimes you just have to realize that a song is just going for that energy and that sound, and it's not really doing anything super creative or unique, and that is fine. I say this a lot when people ask me for opinions on music in general, be it like their own compositions or their friends or whatever else, and it's like, I'm just a guy. I am not a producer myself to that degree. I'm not somebody you should be asking for like deep technical knowledge on, but if you want a guy who listens to music and has opinions, I'm the guy, right? So people will ask me opinions for things, and I'm just like, you know what? You don't have to make the next big thing. You don't have to try to make this song, this project, the most intensely varied, musically sonical experience ever. You know, you don't have to try that hard sometimes. When you're making a song like this, It's a battle song that's supposed to play in the background, and there's nothing really too unique or special about it. It is just a synthwave track that kind of does everything a standard synthwave track would do. It's a little dark wavy maybe because it's just like the vibe there. There's so much like in between with like this specific genre and the arguments over like what subgenres are it, like, all that crap, you know, like I'm not a subscriber to that. I just like music, you know? So when I say a genre, I don't like to marry that it is that genre. There's too much variety in any producer to really call it one specific thing, even if it is very much so that ballpark, you know? But for this one, they were clearly going for that vibe because the other song was that vibe. That's clearly the energy they're going for in this part of the game, and that's chill. You want a vibe for an event, you stick with that tone and you'll be good. That's what they did here. They didn't try too hard. They made a song. It does like all of the standard synthwave stuff you could ever imagine, and then it stops. I do like the way it ended, though. I still like that. I do like that it just kind of trickles out in a way that feels like something's turning off. I like that aesthetic bit. But as far as the mix goes, it's solid. It's nothing I would call as super unique or anything. They didn't do anything super fancy with like panning or anything else going on in there. The production was relatively standard, and the chords they used, very standard. The synths they used, standard. The fills for the drums, all that, very exactly what you would expect, you know? So that does kind of leave me in that awkward position of making a video about something, reacting to it, enjoying what I heard, but having nothing of substance to really add as far as critique goes or anything like that. So I guess this has to be the end of the video because I don't really have much else to say. This does happen once in a while because, well, once in a blue moon, you're gonna find a song like that that just isn't all that inspired, but also with the full understanding that you don't need to be every single time. You can just make a background track. You can just make a battle song. You can just make it work. That's all you need sometimes, and I think that's all they really did here. But I guess that's about all I gotta say. This video is probably gonna be very short as a result, but of course, if you have anything else you want me to get to in the future, you can always request those in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!